Hello, culinary arts students. This is Mrs. Brown, and in this short video, I am going to walk you through how to complete the Unit 2 lab. So in Unit 2, all of the reading, you're going to be learning about food, people, and society. You're going to learn about some fun things like why we like food, how taste and smell work together, and some other things. Once you're done with have completed all of the reading and studied that there, you're ready to complete the lab. So if we go ahead and open up the lab questions right here, you're going to notice that there are 3 sections. Whoops-a-daisy. If we scroll down, you'll see the 3 sections. There's a sensory science section, the why not eat insects section, and the hunt for General Tso. To complete this lab, you only need to choose one. Choose whichever one, interests you most. As a class in our live lesson, we will be completing the sensory science section, which is super fun. So to complete that, I'm going to walk you through how to set this up. So the first thing you're going to need to do is open up a Word document. And you're going to see here a sample data collection form. So you can create this in Word just by inserting a table like so. And you're going to fill it out just as you see it. So here you're going to put the volunteer's name, and you're going to fill in these sections just as you see them. I'm not going to take the time to do that. Now there are a few different ways to complete this lab. In the lab, it encourages you to use apples and potatoes. That's because if you peel them and cut them into chunks, if somebody saw them, they might not really know the difference between what they are. So if you do not have potatoes or apples on hand, there is another option. So let's say you have potatoes and apples on hand. You have 5 people. You can put, I'm going to say you can do 5. It does say 10, but not all of us live with about 10 people. So I will allow 5. So you could put in 5 different people, and then you could have them blindfolded and plug their nose. So have them plug their nose, and then give them an apple and a chunk and then a potato chunk. Don't tell them what you're giving them, and then you're going to ask them, so what is this? And if they could tell the difference, you're going to mark an X here by their name. If they could not tell the difference, you're going to say, put an X here. Now let's say that you don't even have access to 5 people, but you have access to 5 different food items. So let's say you could do one person. So we'll do Bill. Bill would eat. You could give them 5 things. And the key is really don't let them see what you're giving them, because when we see you, then we're going to put it together. So blindfold, plug the nose. You could give Bill 5, whatever you have on hand. It doesn't matter what it is. Try to make it as inconspicuous as possible so that they can't detect it super easy. But you could put in, if you gave them gum or anything you have on hand, right? Coffee. 5 different things. So if you don't have access to 5 people, you can choose to use 5 different food items. Okay. And then you're going to say, yep, they knew what it was, or they did not know what it was. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So, we're going to go up here to go over here. So you're only needing to choose one of the 3 sections. If you choose the sensory science option, make sure you're telling me what you use as your food. This video is super helpful. I'm giving you an idea of how to complete this little sensory science experiment with people. So please watch that video, and it will help you know how to set it up. So if you choose 5 people and they all eat the same food, like apple and potato, you will be graded 4 points for each person. Let's say you choose 5 different foods and you give it to 1 or 2 people. If you have 1 or 2 people in your house, if you use 2 people, it will be 2 points per person with the 5 foods. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, it's 20 points total. So 10 points per person. If you only have 1 person that you can do this with, it'll be 4 points for each different food. I hope that makes sense. If you choose to do the video, the podcast, and the set of questions. There are 5 questions, so they will each be worth 4 points. I do expect that you answer those in complete sentences, beginning each sentence with a capital letter and ending each sentence with a period. So those are your options for completing Lab 2. If you come to our live lesson, once again, we will be completing the sensory science option. So if you're wanting to use a live lesson video to help you, I would suggest that you do the sensory science option. If you have any other questions, please let me know and I'm happy to help.